Robin Roberts quotes: asking for help is not a sign of weakness, it's actually a sign of strength. Robin Roberts is one of the greatest sports broadcasters ESPN ever had. News anchor, journalist. She works on Good Morning America. She didn't cover the wide range. Anchor for the Basketball Women's Hall of Fame, got inducted. Football, you name it, the whole nine. You know, very tough, courageous, and just determined, and kept herself with class and dignity. When I watched her over the years, articulate, funny, and, could hang, and that's the thing, being able to do what you do and know what you know. And I like this quote because often than not, somehow people think because if you need help, you weak or you soft. Won't you use your Google phone or go figure it out? There is nothing wrong with asking questions. If you don't know something, you should ask somebody. If you are undecided, don't do something that could put you in jeopardy. You know, so often than not, people have this notion that, you just gonna figure it out and, it's just gonna be something that whatever. Well, actuality, it's important that you are able to, uh, have the opportunity to, where things are set forth, put forth, where you come to some kind of understanding of what you're, in detail to do, you know. So it's important that it's put there in proper context. And so often than not, we can't read minds. And we could read minds, we all be geniuses. We all be walking Einsteins. And it takes time to figure that out. But anyway, I like the fact that it is a sign of strength. To gather that knowledge, to say you don't know, takes more courage than to act and play like you do know, and then you make a mistake, which could be really hazardous to so many situations. So I applaud that. I have watched Robin Roberts. It seems like forever in a day, because I remember all that time on ESPN and other factors, and just being what a professional journalist is supposed to be: knowledge, balance, pleasant, and so you gotta have put some respect by her name, definitely. And it says a lot because it's a very tough field to do. And when you think about someone that goes from doing sports to generalized news and to cover everything in between, you have to be very dedicated, very professional, but also know